Secrets to using timeout effectively in parenting. Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about something I believe every parent has wrestled with at some point. How do we help our kids adjust their not so great behaviors in a gentle yet effective way? That's where timeout, or calm down time, comes in. Honestly, I find it such an amazing tool. And it's even recommended by experts and the American Academy of Pediatrics. But to make it work well, I think we need to grasp the key points first. Timeout isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. Every kid is different, so I've learned to watch how my child reacts and tweak it for the next time. Sometimes, I mix it with other discipline tricks to keep things flexible. At first, it can feel tricky, but if I stay patient, consistent, and calm, my kid gradually learns to manage their behavior. Alright, let me dive into the details so you can picture it better. What age is timeout right for? Have you ever wondered, when can I start using timeout with my kid? I used to ask myself that too. From what I've learned from the more experts, around 2 to 3 years old is the sweet spot. That's when kids start connecting the dots between what they do and what happens next. And they're a bit more independent to sit alone in a timeout spot. But with toddlers, I've got to be extra careful. The timeout area needs to be safe. No breakable stuff or hazards, because they're still little and don't fully get it yet. Honestly, at this age, timeout isn't super effective since they don't quite link actions to consequences deeply. So, I don't expect them to instantly get it and stop misbehaving next time. It works well up until about 8 years old. For older kids, I've found letting them face natural consequences fits better than sticking to timeout. Like, if they're sneaking games instead of doing homework, I'll take their phone away for a day. It's practical and teaches them responsibility. When should I use timeout? Guys, timeout isn't something I pull out all the time. It's like a remedy for when my kid's throwing a tantrum or acting out, think fighting, throwing stuff, yelling, whining, or doing something risky. But for it to work, I've got to lay out the rules for my kid first, where timeout happens, how it goes, and how long it lasts. I remember once when my kid was tossing toys everywhere, I gave timeout a shot. When I did it right and stuck to it, it really helped them calm down and rethink things. The key is staying true to the plan I set, otherwise, they'll just see it as a game. How do I make timeout work best? What I love about timeout is that there's no fixed recipe. Every family has their own style. I've watched experts, chatted with friends, and seen how everyone does it differently. Some parents are stern, others soft-spoken, some treat timeout like a punishment. But I prefer seeing it as a chance for my kid to pause and reflect. The trick is having a clear plan, using timeout at the right moment, in the right way. When I nail that, I see real changes in my kid. It's not just discipline, it's me being there for them through tough moments. Golden rules for using timeout. Alright, here's where I share the steps I've found super helpful for timeout. Listen up, because this is my favorite part. Give a warning first. When my kid messes up, I don't rush them to timeout right away. I warn them first. Like, hey, I see you throwing crayons all over. If you do it again, you'll go to timeout. I'd love for you to pick them up and play neatly instead. I keep it short and simple so they get it. Follow through if they keep going. If they ignore me, I go for timeout. They might cry or get mad, but I calmly explain, I asked you to stop throwing crayons, but you didn't. Now you need to sit in timeout to calm down. I feel like saying why matters. It shows I'm helping, not just punishing. Take them to the timeout spot. I pick a quiet corner at home, no toys, no TV, but still where I can see them for safety. Maybe a little chair or a soft mat to sit on. I want them to feel it's a place to rest their mind, not a jail. Set a time limit. I go by their age, like 3 minutes for a 3-year-old. I use a timer so they know when it starts and ends. With little ones, I don't talk or pay attention during it, giving them quiet space. If they sneak out, I gently bring them back and restart the clock. It might take a few tries, but I don't give up. Encourage positive behavior after. Once it's over, I guide them to fix things, like picking up those crayons or finishing a task. When they do well, I'm quick to praise. I'm so happy you cleaned up the crayons on the floor. I've noticed this praise works even better than timeout itself, boosting their confidence to keep it up. Show love. After everything, I always give them a hug, a kiss, or a pat on the back and say, "I love you so much." I want them to know that no matter what, my love for them never changes. Those moments bring us closer, and I cherish that. Things to keep in mind for timeout success. Guys, to make timeout really work, here are a few things I've learned to hold on to. Stay consistent. At first, my kid might mess up again, or even treat timeout like a joke. But the more consistent I am, the more they get that it's serious. Once, my kid kept running out of the spot, and I had to patiently bring them back over and over. Eventually, they stayed. Don't give up. Consistency is everything. Keep calm. I've realized when I stay calm, my kid feels safer. Even if they're losing it, I try to be their rock. Little kids don't know how to handle big feelings yet, so I've got to be patient. Some days I get frustrated too, but I take a deep breath, step back for a minute, and cool off before dealing with them. Time out away from home. Once, at a restaurant, my kid threw a fork off the table. I warned them, no throwing forks. Okay? But they did it again. So I found a quiet, safe spot, set a timer on my phone, and had them sit there. Afterward, I reminded them how to behave, and we went back to the table. Even outside, I stick to the same routine as at home. Closing words. Friends, timeout isn't just a discipline trick. It's a journey I take with my kid. It's taught me patience, calmness, and how to love them the right way. I hope these tips give you confidence to try timeout too. Wishing you and your little ones lots of joy and happiness.